It's Saturday morning and that can only be one thing. It's the 1st of September and we're back. Episode number 31, would you believe, of Q&A, and it's quite wonderful. Might only be this week. Might have to have next week off for a completely weird reason, but there you go. Anyway, so let's get straight on with the questions. First off is from Pete the Market Trader. Hello, Pete the Market Trader. All right. Duck and dive. He said, my question is it wise to walk horses in the dark? Well, that depends. They're very good security. So if you have a problem, if you have a mugger, you can always get your horse to go and bait it up. It's no sweat, really, is it? All right. Especially if it's a police horse. There's a joke about what has a police horse got halfway up his back, but I'm not going to say that one because that's vulgar. We'll get the X-rated version tomorrow. EJ Guitars said, did you ever fall out with Sweep? Yes, I do sometimes because he forgets his lines. He fluffs them. Old Sweep. Sooty never says a word. He's mute. So, never happens. Bass Hiroshima Nick says, I've got a question. Where did you get that intense pink hair? And do you ever gig with it? Yes, I do. And if you go to Wig Me Up, if you go to Amazon and look up Wig Me Up, you'll find them. And have I got a blue one? There's a blue one. The reason I don't wear this one any longer because the drummer of Downright Liberty, he wore it and he sweated like mad, and I've yet to put it in the washing machine. I don't know how it will work out in there, but yeah, they're available in blue because that's where it come from. Wig Me Up. Evil White Clown. Why do I have trouble saying Evil White Clown Punk? Anyway, he said this was a thing I did going around this big high church. And it said, how do they get the cobwebs up there on the ceiling? And where do they keep the ladder? It's easy. God does it. He works in mysterious ways. He doesn't need a ladder. It's important to know these things, No ladder needed. Oh, God. Yeah, he's a bit of the old omnipresent. He can get up there. Oh, no trouble whatsoever. Carola in Paris. If you ever look at her channel, she's a German lady living in Paris and she's great. Said, I'm not a night person, so she's not suited to do gigs. Yeah, that's one of the problems here. No, I'm not a night person. I am really. No. Quick Q&A question from her. Do you have an opinion about unicorns? Well, I've never seen one. There was an interesting thing I saw in the paper quite recently, and it was a children's party, and there was supposedly this unicorn, but it turns out it's a donkey with a dildo on its head. And I thought that was the funniest thing I think I've ever seen. Brilliant. I don't think the family that booked the gig were very pleased about a donkey with a dildo, but I thought it was funny. Unicorns, yeah, take them or leave them. Never seen one. Ed Dana says, did you downsize your rig or not? Well, no, I didn't. I've gone for the smaller rig. I'm not going to take the big stuff anywhere any longer because it's just too much for me, too heavy. Although I did buy the other day this, which is a little trolley on wheels. And this amazing thing, even sticky pads on here, it was $5, or the equivalent of $5. I was like, you're joking, it's going to cost me more than that to build it. Oh, because I went to get some wheels in this shop where I know that sells wheels. They had that, and I thought, well, if I buy the wheels and then buy the wood and then make it, it's actually going to cost me more. Strangely, I bought that. So no, I haven't downsized at all. Paul's Country said, question for Sally, when you were racing, did you ever have a chimpanzee and a kid with a beanie hat stowaway in the trunk? Right, okay, come back to that. Did you know that Racer X is actually Speed Racer's long lost brother X? I don't know who these people are. But when I was a boy, and my brother was a boy, we were both boys together, Dad used to open the boot, as we call it, you call it a trunk, and throw us in there on the way into Leaden Hill Race Circuit or Brands Hatch or wherever we were going, because he was tight. He only paid for himself because my mum didn't go. So us kids in the boot, stuffed in. If John was about at that time, he was his baby brother, he's 10 years younger. So he was more or less a babe in arms. If he came with us, he wasn't charged. But me and my brother had to stay in the boat. Then we get in there and open the boat up. Whoosh, out we go. There you go. Right, and we've got the question. Who's won the question? And the silly question, and the prize goes to Evil White Clown Punk. And you get this. Actually, you won't get this one, but you'll get a pick like this, a used Downright Liberty pick. All you've got to do is mail me at motorwest@hotmail.com or whatever. Mail me your address. I'll bang it straight in the post to you, mate. Yeah, great question. Until 2 weeks' time, because I'm not about next week. I'm busy, which doesn't happen very often. But next Saturday, I know I'm busy, so I won't be able to do it. So anyway, unless I do it Sunday. No, there's a thought. I hadn't considered that. So maybe Sunday. So next weekend. So Saturday Q&A will be Sunday Q&A next week. Anyway, have a nice week. Look after yourselves. Thank you very much for the silly questions. And as they said in The Prisoner, be seeing you, or horns up.